Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love During Lockup, Season 5, Episode 26.
How y'all doing? I said, how y'all doing?
I'm good.
Listen here, man. I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment. You ready to walk us through this, Blair?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
So Ayonna and her brother are taking the kids out to the park.
Yeah.
Her brother did 4 years in jail, so she's kind of trying to pick his brain about what to expect.
Yeah.
And he tells her, just don't think about time and try to keep your mind busy.
Listen here. She going back and forth. She's like, listen here. It's rather going to be $15.90. It's going to be 3 months nevertheless. Rather it's going to be in behind the bars or outside the bars. Ayonna, you got yourself in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And to have a brother, to have a mother, and all these other people who's basically there to serve you, because again, we see her in the passenger seat because she can't drive herself, right? You find yourself in situations the way you have people that be like, hey, I've been in jail, you don't want that for you. But you just want to continue the trend. You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself in situations that didn't really even apply to you, really, to be honest. But let's continue.
So she gets a call from Jamahl.
Yeah.
She is actually heading to the park to meet up with his mom and his sister. The brother asks if they're going to get married when he gets out. He says, yeah, for sure, after a long pause.
Oh, yeah.
There was a pause to the point where she was like, did you hear him? And he's like, that's their goal. He said, they'll probably wait about 2 years.
About 2.
For things to get comfortable. And Ayonna is surprised and actually mad now because this is news to her.
All this time in the confessional, she's like, listen here, if there's a chapel in the jail, like, let's go there and marry us right now and things like that. But waiting 2 years in Ayonna, you don't see things in the sense of, like, him wasting your time, him not making it a priority, him not even seeing you as a asset. Dude, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's continue because there's more on her, boy.
Yeah. Well, we move on to Andrew and Candice. Yeah. Andrew is in Vegas in the empty apartment where Candice is going to move into once she's released, hopefully, fingers crossed. He ended up going over budget by $1,000, but he says it was worth it.
Oh, yeah. He probably got that other credit card that the financial advisor told him not to do.
Exactly. And she asked him, so you want to be broke? Okay. I guess the answer is yes. So Denise is Candice's mentor / mother figure that she met in prison. When he visits Candice, she's been very supportive. Okay. So the furniture gets there. They start unpacking the car. And he gets a call from Candice and lets her know that, they're getting things set up for her. And then Denise talks to her and it's just like, oh, where's the bathroom? So she needs a little private conversation with Candice. She tells Candice, girl, he's sprung. She says, you're going to run all over him. She's saying that she doesn't want to leave Nevada. Candice is saying this until things are squared away with her son. Yeah. Denise is like, I think he's going to end up moving to Vegas. I mean, he'll do anything for you.
Listen here. Number one, don't take my phone in the bathroom. Right? Don't take my phone anywhere privately. I don't know you like that. Even though I may know you like that, I don't know you like that. I find it very strange that he's doing all of this fully furnished apartment and things like that. But at the end of the day in the conversation, what is his girl named Candice? Yes. His girl Candice is like, look, my life is basically in his hands. I can't do nothing without him and things like that. Do you think at the end of their relationship or in the midst of their relationship, she's going to play him?
Oh, absolutly.
Wow. Really?
I mean, she could be playing him now.
But I'm talking about even to the point where she can't do nothing without him in the sense of like, even though like for example, she has to stay with him to continue to get the assets that he brings with him. Right. So what do you think she's going to do? You think she's going to have another relationship with somebody else while basically playing him?
Yes.
Wow. You're so confident. Okay.
I even think now she's probably talking to other dudes who's sending her money. So I don't put anything past her. I mean, I get that she wants to keep things on the up and up with him. Yeah. And I think she's going to do that as well as she can. But I mean, she's also already popped off on him and stuff like that. So I don't know how well she's going to be able to hold this thing together when she gets out, to be honest.
I don't like how the friend said, you can run all over him. No, whoa, wait a minute. Don't give her no ideas now. But let's continue.
So Shonta and True. Shonta got her pictures back that she sent to the prison.
She got her pictures sent back to her. Wow.
Yeah. So she sends him pictures every day, and it's just pictures of her, selfies of the kids, like nothing too crazy, just, pictures to keep him updated with their life and what they got going on.
Start right there. You never met this guy. Why are you sending pictures of your children? Now we're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I gotta criticize. I'm not saying that he'll do anything. I'm not saying that he done anything with kids. But I'm just saying, look at the situation we put ourselves in. Mm-hmm. We don't protect our kids in the way that we supposed to protect our kids.
They ain't his kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you never met the guy.
Right.
Continue.
So it's the first time her pictures have been sent back.
Yeah.
So Shantae's talking to her daughter, who looks to be maybe like 14, 15, something like that. And she's trying to figure out, like, I wonder why my pictures got sent back. So she ends up calling the prison. And they said that it's usually because they're either in solitary confinement. They've been getting explicit mail, like nudity from other people, or contraband. And so in her mind, she's just like, okay, apparently he got some type of pictures from somebody else, because he's not in solitary confinement. She's been talking to him, and he doesn't mess around with contraband.
I'm just saying, if he got contraband, then he would have been in solitary confinement,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just eliminate two in one thought. Okay, yeah. And so this just proves to me that you can think clearly when you want to. so okay, you're not dumb. Okay,
it's a choice.
I'm happy I got that out the way, but continue.
Right. So he ends up calling her.
Okay.
So she says she got her mail returned today, and she asks him, does he know anything about why they got returned? So he says, no, like, were they naked? And she asks him if he's talking to someone else because he doesn't mess with contraband.
Yeah.
And that's where we end with them.
Okay, we gonna come back to them. Let's keep going.
Rick and Samantha.
Okay.
Rick FaceTimes Samantha. He tells her that it's the high school reunion this weekend. At the previous reunion, he went on dates with a girl he went to high school with. And Samantha is worried about temptations, flirtations, and him possibly drinking and doing something stupid.
Yeah.
She asks if the friends know about him being engaged, and he says no. He said they know we're together, it's just not that we're engaged.
Okay.
She says that she is in Idaho and he's in Arizona. For her to move out of state, they would have to be married. He just wants to get to know her better and not really rush into getting married.
That's kind of interesting. And why put forth this time? I guess all he got is time. He is retired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Any thoughts on them so far in this scene? Because a lot of things happen with Rick in this episode.
Yeah, no, I'll talk about him when things get juicier.
Facts. Let's keep going. So
we find out Jamahl's mom knew about Ayonna as the baby mama's friend. So apparently Ayonna's best friend wasn't only her best friend and an ex to Jamahl, she also had his child.
So she's the baby mama.
She's the baby mama.
So the mama's like, I seen you around.
Yeah.
I know you. Who are you this time? Are you the friend or are you the girl?
Yeah. Are you the wife or the mistress? So mom says, I'm trying to see, like we said, if it's the daughter-in-law or the mistress. She said that he got 4 baby mamas. She'll be the 5th and the last.
Okay, lucky number 5. I see it.
Sis asked, well, what are her intentions? And she said that she wants to get married to him.
Stop right there. Some people in life put limitations on themselves in ways that is amazing. That she would subject herself to being number 5.
That's wild. That is wild.
She like, I'll be the last. Okay. Like, why would you subject yourself to that? You put a cap on your life. You put a cap on your kid's life. You put it like just look at the conversation that you're having in the park right now.
Right.
Y'all look crazy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Well, mom says, look, I know my son. You know my son. Do you really think he's the marrying type?
Ooh.
And she says, yes.
What?
I think she wants him to be the marrying type. I don't know if he is.
I know my son. I said you know my son, but I said that to be nice. You don't know my son.
Right.
You think he's the marrying type? Yes. Okay.
Clearly you don't know my son.
Number 5, right? Okay, cool.
She asked, well, do you think you can be faithful with what you be doing? And I was confused at first. I was like, what, sleeping with other people's men? Or are we talking about her being a stripper? So mom clarifies the stripper thing.
Yeah.
And Ayonna's just like, look, she's not fazed by her clients or the sweet things that they say. Like, it's work for her. She says that her communication with Jamahl is good. They are trying to make this one count. Mom hopes it works out, but it's Jamahl. She's like, this is my son. So Jamahl ends up calling. Mom says that she hopes Ayonna is the right one. She asks if he's ready. He says he's ready for it, but he doesn't want to get home and jump right into a marriage to prove he loves her to anybody else. But he feels that she's the one.
It's so funny. Whatever comes to marriage, we are married, by the way, just in case y'all don't know, we don't wear our rings in the house.
Yeah.
But whenever someone talks about marriage and they mention somebody else, It have nothing to do with nobody else.
No.
Like I ain't trying to get married to Blair to prove my love to somebody else. Like that don't even make no sense.
He knows that.
Of course he does. Come on, let's keep going.
Yeah. Well, apparently, the mom is just saying. Well, the sister was asking like, "Yeah, this will be your first marriage," and mom was just like, "Oh no, this is your second marriage, right?"
Wait a minute, mama.
And Ayonna is like shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Because she thought she was going to be the chosen one.
No, she's number 5. Remember?
So, moving on.
In her head, she's like, I got to be number 1 in something. No, you're going to be not even first thought. Second option, third option, fourth option, fifth, whatever.
Right.
Whatever. But let's keep going.
Shantae is still trying to figure out why True is getting his picture sent back.
Okay.
He says they just rejecting him.
Facts. Why is she getting her picture sent back? They just rejected him. I don't know why. Did you show a nipple or something? No. Okay. True.
So then I guess the conversation was long enough to where he could think of a lie. Mm-hmm. So he said that, you know what? My homeboy is telling me he was talking to some women. Mm-hmm. So he sent me some pictures of the women to see what I thought about what they look like.
Yeah.
And he said, I never got the pictures, so I just forgot about it. And Shonta is like...
It's happened a while back, too.
Yeah. And Shonta is like, I don't believe that.
Listen here, True. It's so funny your name is True. Right? You could have thought of something better besides that. You could have just blamed it on the prison. You get what I'm saying? What do I supposed to know? I'm an inmate. Like, stick to that.
Exactly. Stick to I have no idea.
Like, dude, you think I run the prison? I don't run nothing here. They give me imitation crab meat. I don't run nothing. Right? And just leave it at that. But when you come up with a story as if you know why and how things operate, it comes off as fishy. But let's continue.
Right. So back to Rick and Samantha.
Yeah.
So Rick is on FaceTime with Samantha as he's getting ready for this party. Mm-hmm. She says the girl from the last reunion am I okay?
Take your time.
She says the girl from the last reunion shouldn't be there, right? So apparently Sandy is her name. Mm-hmm. She called a few days ago on FaceTime to make sure Rick was coming to
2 days ago.
Right. Mm-hmm. So he's heading to the reunion. He says he plans on being sober.
Yeah.
Now, at the reunion, before Rick gets there, Carol and Sandy are having a little conversation. Mm-hmm. So Carol, she's wondering when he was talking to Sandy because she used to run into him on occasion and they would run into each other. Mm-hmm. Okay. And Sandy is saying that, kind of bragging, talking about, well, me and Rick, we be hanging and we went on some dates and da-da-da. So Carol is kind of giving a little side eye like, I don't know how I feel about that. Mm-hmm. But Sandy and Carol are both excited to see him.
Of course. I guess Rick was the big jock on campus or whatever back in high school.
Right. Mm-hmm. So Sandy, as soon as he arrives, she hugs him. She's falling all over him. And then he goes ahead and he hugs Carol.
Yeah.
And Sandy and Carol, they both say that they love Rick.
Wow. Okay.
Samantha ends up calling. She says the girls better respect that they are getting married.
Yeah.
He says, I don't want to let people know I'm engaged. I'm not trying to upstage anything or cause attention to myself.
Yeah.
So Sandy ends up coming over and asking, so who you talking to?
Wow. You blow up my spot.
That was on purpose.
Listen here, man. Listen, if you want to have a opportunity to lie to whoever you're on the phone with, number one, have your back to the wall. So you can see who's coming towards you.
Okay.
Have that mute button ready.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So when they come over, who's the... You already press mute and things like that. Number 3, don't answer the phone when you're at a party. It just better serves that way because I can always say I didn't hear my phone. Mm-hmm. I'm at the reunion. One thing that Carol said before we get more into the Sandy conversation, she said something that I thought was very... toxic. When they was talking about how they had run-ins where they were sitting down at the cooler, wherever it was, she said, I like you better drunk. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Don't he,
he's an alcoholic.
No.
Trying to be sober. Exactly. What are you trying to do, Carol?
Carol is toxic. And listen, even Rick talked about, last time when I was drunk out of my mind and things like that, I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, his last reunion.
So he's like, listen, I did a lot of things that I don't remember. Whatever. Now I'm just trying to be chill. And I kind of give him respect for that. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Rick is a liar, which I think he is, more than in some cases, I'm not defending Rick, but I'm just talking in general. sometimes you have to lie to your girl. Oh, no, Chris, you lie to your girl? No, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes Samantha seemed like the type to where she already built a scenario in her head of like, Sandy better not be there. How do I suppose? It's her school too. Dude, you get what I'm saying? Like, and those women better not be talking to you. I was popular. You get what I'm saying?
Everybody's going to talk to me.
Everybody's going to talk to me. So he kind of lying, in my opinion, even though I think he's a liar, of like trying to diffuse or to like calm her story down of like, hey, it's not that bad, okay? Matter of fact, she's not even here. I haven't even said anything. But guess what? Sandy about to blow up his spot now. But go ahead. I mean, not Sandy. Samantha about to blow up the spot. Go ahead.
So Samantha, is saying to Sandy, like, well, I hope y'all are having fun. Sandy and Samantha actually used to party in high school together.
Yeah.
He tells Sandy that he's engaged, and Sandy is saying congratulations.
That was after Samantha brought it up.
Right.
Samantha brought it up, and basically Sandy was like, oh, do y'all like go together? Do y'all like talk or something and stuff like that? She was like, talk? We are engaged. He was like, yeah, we are engaged. And I'm like, Rick, nobody.
Well, to the side, Sandy is talking to us saying that she's shocked that he's engaged and she doesn't think he's thinking straight.
He's sober.
And Sandy's like, if he was single, she would be all over it. I think she's all over it now. So, what's his name? Rick finishes his convo.
Yeah.
Samantha needs Rick to relocate to Idaho before she gets out. And for him, he's like, financially, things are tight for me. Like, I'm on a fixed income. I don't see how that's going to work out.
Yeah. So why are you talking to her then?
Yeah.
But continue.
So, Ayonna asks who the first wife was. He says he was married through his religion. So, apparently, he is Muslim.
Yeah.
And he says in his religion, you can't date. She asked if he was ever married before, and he said no. He says he doesn't recall that conversation.
Listen, she said, I asked you, and he said, no, you didn't. And she said, yes, I did. And he's like, I don't remember you asking. You did not do that. You did not do that. She's like, it's to the point to where it's like, ain't no point of arguing. You got the sisters and the mom right there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But let's continue.
So Jamahl has 6 children, 4 baby mothers. He says he was married to the girl for about 6 months. It's one of his baby moms that he was married to.
It's funny because while he's talking, Ayonna just looking at the sisters and the mom like,
yeah,
is he telling the truth? Okay. And like, and they are basically nodding like, yeah, he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Continue.
Well, she's a little annoyed because she's like, okay, well, because he says the name of the girl, and she's like, well, that is upsetting because y'all are close. And he's like, well, we co-parent.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we co-parent, and when I'm not in jail, I sleep with her sometimes.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
I'm putting words in his mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, here's the problem with Ayonna. Ayonna wants to be the only one. Right? She wants him to hate all his baby mamas, to have bad relationship with all the baby mamas and all his kids except, with her.
Right.
And things like that. And it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You ended up in this relationship in a toxic way by beating up your best friend.
Yeah.
So why do you think he's
his other baby mama?
Why do you think he's going to be faithful to you and be cool with you? It's not. It's not worth it. Continue.
Well, she's asking him, well, are you at least divorced? Like, is that final? And Mama's just like, yes, he's divorced.
He is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the sisters think that he still has a lot of growing up to do, and he needs to work on being honest.
Okay.
Sisters, y'all are right. So we're back with Andrew and Candice. He is waiting to come get her. He finally gets the call, so he's on the road. Getting ready to pick her up.
Yeah.
The hope is Candice can get approved by parole to go to the apartment. If not, she may have to go to, I think they said a recovery facility and then have to go to a different address.
Okay.
So there's a potential that apartment could be sitting there empty when he goes back to New Jersey.
And he's paying $1,300 to $1,400 a month for all of that.
And we see him run to the prison doors, jaywalking, I might add.
Stop it. Jaywalking. Stop.
Were you going to jaywalk in front of the prison house?
It's not a real crime, guys. Okay. Like I tell you this right now. If a cop pull me over or try to arrest me for jaywalking, I'm fighting him. Okay. I'm like stop.
So you catch 2 charges.
Yes. At least if you're gonna arrest me, let me get a real one.
Okay.
Crossing the street where there's no cars coming. let me cross the street. Okay, please.
So he's sitting there waiting, trying to watch if she's going to come out the side door or the front door. And we're just sitting here trying to see if she's coming out. And that's where we end.
What is your thoughts on this episode?
I thought the episode was pretty good. The Rick and Samantha thing, I get why Rick didn't want to share his engagement.
Yeah.
Basically, like, this isn't about me. I'm not trying to have everybody asking me questions.
Exactly.
You're in jail. Like, this is a lot. Okay. So I understand it, but I also get where she's just like, well, you need to let people know where you stand in your relationship. But it's a lot he would have to explain to these people he ain't seen in years.
Number one, I got to explain why I'm even with you.
Yeah.
You in jail again. It's just, I don't understand why he would put himself through this type of situation when he got Sandy, Carol, all these people in the same city as him.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Compared to talking to a woman all the way in Idaho. And he don't even know if he can move her out there or he can move her back. It just seemed like a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rick needs to cross some T's and dot some I's because he's not being honest with his nieces. He ain't being honest with his friends. He ain't being honest with his high school reunion classmates and things like that. They're just some things that Rick need to clean up. Now, Ayonna, as long as you're going to be in an episode, I don't think there will be a bad episode to be in my opinion, because
I mean, she keep the party going.
Your life is entertaining, and it's entertaining strictly because it's going so bad.
It's a train wreck.
Yeah. Lucky number 5. No, you shouldn't aspire that. Shonta, I'm happy to see that in this episode you show some type of brain intellect in some cases and things of that nature. Andrew, you're just you go learn.
And I be saying when we watching the show, I'm like, man, I feel bad for Andrew.
I don't feel bad.
But Chris is just like, pull it together, Blair, because he's a grown up and he is actively participating in his downfall. Yeah. So that is what that is. Ayonna, I ain't got much words for Ayonna. Like, I just think Ayonna like needs to come into reality. Like, now the fact that she knows that is going to be the 5th baby mama if she continues on, she'll be the 2nd wife if he even decides to get married to her, and they're going to wait 2 years. I'm just like, let's all. And she was sitting there talking to her mom like, well, when he gets out, then he's going to be the one I can rely on and who's basically going to come and save her from her situation. Like, Ayonna lives in a whole different world.
Number one, Ayonna, focus on your bid right now. You about to go to jail.
Yeah.
Okay. All this other stuff that you picking up about to go to jail with, you shouldn't be thinking about this while you behind the bars. You get what I'm saying? Anything else?
That's all I got.
Man, y'all be good. Subscribe, like, share, comment. We see y'all next time.
Bye.